Camp Alum, it's Hillary again. Nothing like hanging out by the McAllister girls' bathroom, which probably a lot of you have spent time monitoring if you were a camp counselor at McAllister or any sort of staff member. So I thought it appropriate to, relive a little bit of that for us. So I'm getting super excited about our virtual alumni event happening this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. If you're panicked about the link or how to do it, we're going to get you some information on that shortly, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I wanted to share a little bit about alumni as far as pieces that I know of this camp with such a rich history, and I know that I'm going to miss some groups and some decades of camp, but hopefully this will just sort of get you excited and jog your memories and dust the cobwebs off for you as we get prepared to come together on Saturday. So a lot of times we think of alumni at the New York Y Camp or the old school camping services or YW, YM, however you want to, however you relate to this beautiful piece of property and history. A lot of times when we think of alumni, we think of the very traditional Camp McAllister. Maybe you were a camp counselor in Placid cabin here I see, or Miami up there over here in the girls' village. Maybe you were even a cook in the kitchen, or a housekeeper cleaning cattery. I didn't even know this building had a name until I came back here. I didn't spend much time at McAllister, but I have a lot of love for McAllister campers and staff members. So yeah, maybe you spent some time here at McAllister. Maybe some of you spent time in a McAllister cabin. Look how cute these little beds are. How do you even get up here? Ugh. Ugh. So maybe I'm sitting in one of your beds up here at Cabin Miami in McAllister. Or maybe you spent some time up here at Talcott in Cabin Travis over here on the boys' side of the village. This looks a little bit more my size. Now I know there's a very special group of people out there who chose to devote their entire summer to being a lifeguard, maybe here at Sand Pond, at Talcott, or down at McAllister, even at Greenkill. And big kudos to especially the international staff who arrived maybe at JFK or Newark, one of the city airports, got zoomed up here, had one night's rest, but it's the opposite rest because you're supposed to be awake in your own home country, right? And then they tell you to put your bathing suit on and get in this freezing cold lake in June, which was frozen just a few months ago. Yeah. Or maybe you were a day camper whose grandma forgot to pack you pants to go horseback riding, so you had to wear lost and found pants. Or maybe you spent some time at Greenkill, maybe in our outdoor education program. Day camp was done down here as well. And this is where I first started as a naturalist. Some of my most fondest memories come from stories like kids spraying the rocks with bug spray before they sat on them. I did forget to mention where I was in the last scene. Probably a lot of you can guess, but I'm at the rope bridge down at Greenkill off of Red Trail, which used to be Red on White Trail, which I'm sure used to be some sort of other colored trail as well. But it's right off the road, the hairpin turn leading from Greenkill up to McAllister and Talcott. Now, out of all 3 of our main campsite locations, Greenkill has gone through the most change over the past couple of decades. And one of them even as recent as not anyone's seen yet, because we got a brand new floor, which is awesome. Yeah, so this is the lodge. There was a stage here. It's now the dining hall, and all of the rest of the buildings around Greenkill have changed quite a bit. But I wanted to give a shout out to our women's wellness crew. It's one of our programs that we run twice a year. And we've got ladies coming for over 30 years, which is amazing. So I wanted to give them a special shout out. And I also want to point out that my quarantine diet is not working out so well. All right, I bet there's some of you out there who spent time down here. This is the sports center down at Greenkill, right when you enter camp, basically, also known as the field house, and quite a few really cool programs that went on in here in the summertime. When I first started here, we did 2 weeks of gymnastics camp, so this entire place just was completely full of gymnastics equipment, and it was a ton of fun. After those 2 weeks of gymnastics camp ran, it would be quickly followed by 4 or 5 weeks of, getting hot, volleyball camp, which was really awesome. We had coaches from Brazil, players from New York City, all up and down really the United States, all over the place. Really awesome camp. And after volleyball camp was our oldest sports camp, and that is our judo camp. Oh God. So our judo camp, now this would have been the dojo. This is no longer the sports center. It's not the field house. If you say any of those words to any of our judo campers, they will quickly tell you that this is the dojo. So it would have lots of mats out, and it's all ages. I mean, we've had 6-year-olds alongside 98-year-olds co-ed here, and it's closing in on 50 years. I think that this summer, if we would have ran camp, we would have been maybe 48. I know for a fact that if there's any judo campers watching this, they will be quick to let us all know and fill us in on our history there. But it's a pretty unique camp. It's one of the only kind in the country. So I know that there's some sections of the experience that some people had that I missed. Obviously the biggest one being Camp Brooklyn, which I just love hearing stories about. It really warms the heart, and it's just so awesome that we have such a history that goes back to Camp Brooklyn. Another site is Holiday Hills, forgot to mention that, as well as our family camp that we run twice a year. And there's a car going by. Family camp, twice a year, Labor Day weekend and President's weekend, and we have, just like Women's Wellness, a ton of families that would come from the time they were kids, and now they're bringing their kids, and really hoping that we can get back to that, to giving experiences to more people, to more youth, to more teens, to more families. So in closing, I did my best to sort of give you bits and pieces of the property. It's huge, as many of you know, but I wanted to extend an invitation. If you have a place that you want me to take video or a photo of or talk about more, please throw those in the comments of the video here, and I'll do my best to incorporate them into a little activity that I'm going to be doing on Saturday. So again, Alumni Reunion is this Saturday at 3 p.m. I'm going to go take a shower because I am hot, and my hair needs some more gel.